So I was a paramedic in New Jersey for about 15 years.
I'm a physician. I'm still a physician.
My child is Danielle Marie McCurry.
Larry's my twin brother.
My daughter, Sarah.
My brother, Nicholas.
My son, Matthew.
The type of person that when she walked into a room, you couldn't help but smile.
I was actually also a World Trade Center rescue worker on 9/11.
I was a very loving mother. We're churchgoers.
Drugs was never really a bad issue in our town, and we never saw it coming.
So I had 5 major surgeries.
Got injured a few times at work, just some minor injuries, but I got prescribed very strong painkillers.
When I took my first Percocet, it was like, oh my God, there's no more anxiety.
They did something for the physical pain, but they did a lot for the emotional and psychological pain.
It really started from my dad's struggle.
He always told me that he lived in a dark world.
I went from marijuana to drinking, snorting cocaine here and there, and then I was introduced to crack.
The habit got to 40, 50 pills a day.
It progressed to a lot of different substances.
Quaaludes, Percocets, Vicodin.
I had been writing prescriptions.
I would go into waiting rooms, people would be trading pills.
And then that wasn't good enough anymore, and she started with heroin.
Heroin actually became a financial decision for me. Buying a pill on the street was $30 or $40 or $50 versus a bag of heroin, which was $7 or $8.
And the addiction just took him over.
I could look in his eyes and it was empty. There wasn't a soul there.
Lying, manipulating.
I lost my career, I lost my wife, I lost my kids. I went in my kids' bedroom, I kissed them on the head. I didn't see them again for a year.
Been arrested 11 times altogether, 3 times as a minor, 8 times as an adult.
I went to jail in 2 different counties.
The Division of Family Services got involved. I made the decision to go to court and give my mom the sorry.
The last time I saw my children was on my daughter's birthday at a visitation center.
We fought together as a family for 6 years.
11 years.
7 years.
10 years.
My son was addicted when he was 13 years old.
It only gets worse, and the result is prison or death.
What am I worried about? That phone call that said she didn't make it this time. She had a bad night at work. The next morning I went in her room and she was curled up in a ball on the floor. She had OD'd.
There was an ambulance outside. They didn't seem very busy. And I knew something was wrong.
He had overdosed and he was in ICU. I knew he was going to die. He knew he was going to die.
He went and lived with his dad on a Monday, and on Friday morning he was dead.
Timmy and I found him on the floor, hunched over, with a needle stuck in his arm.
When I saw the police at the door, I knew that he was gone.
I kept saying, screaming, is he gone? Is he gone?
My son Christopher passed away on July 4th, 2007.
October 18th of 2016.
December 5th, 2016.
Friday, September 13th.
December 2nd, 2016.
May 6th, 2017.
August 25th, 2017.
My son, he died at age 40.
Matthew was 26.
22.
She was 21.
My purpose at that stage of my life was more about me than it was about my son. I cared more about myself than I did about my son.
There's not a second that goes by. You wake up and their name, their face is in your head all day long.
There is nothing worse in this world than a parent burying a child. It's out of order. Children are born to live a full life. This has killed in a year more people than died in Vietnam. Listen to what I said. This has killed more in a year than people died in Vietnam. That's enough. We're done. We're fed up.
To end addiction, we need prevention. We need every child in America to be screened at least once a year by a healthcare provider in their school.
We know the things that work. We're putting that into action so that we can help this country address this issue head on. Our insurance companies need to cover addiction the way they do other diseases in this country.
We need to drastically increase funding to fight this epidemic.
We need to improve the quality of our treatment centers.
We need to do much better in understanding changes in our loved ones.
We need better medical training on prescribing controlled substances.
At Center on Addiction, we bring compassion and science to find solutions to addiction.
Because it affects all aspects of our society. So this is the movement.
Do something now.
Join Center on Addiction.
And do it now.
Do it now.
Do it now.
Do it now.
We need to come together as a country to address addiction.
We can do this.
We can do this.
We can do this.
We can do this.
We can do this.